likes to this videos? If we make 5,000 likes to this video, we will upload more patriotic news. Thank you. Revealed. Obama's massive money laundering scheme just erupts, Trump admin uncovered new details. It's been a half year since Donald Trump assumed control over the White House from Barack Obama, and he's beginning to discover a progression of money laundering schemes that were completed by the past administration. The Black Sphere revealed that Trump initially found that $77 billion was squandered on climate change with fake information by the Obama organization. At that point, he found that Obama burned through $150 billion on alleged efficient power vitality organizations, the majority of which are presently bankrupt. Presently, Charles Krauthammer is calling for Obama to be arrested for assertions encompassing the $400 million payment he made to Iran for terrorism. Krauthammer said, "It is not only that they are just looking ridiculous in denying that it was a quid pro quo. Obviously, it was not a coincidence." He added, "There is a statute that prohibits us from engaging in Iran dealing with dollars, so they had to print the money here, ship it to Switzerland, turn it into Swiss francs and euros and ship it over to Iran. If a private company has done this, this is called money laundering. The CEO would be in jail right now. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. The Black Sphere. Flashback. Look what liberals. The moment when Bill Clinton tells the truth about Obamacare being a huge failure, MSM won't tell you this. You'd never know it now, however, some time ago not all Democrats were enamored with Obamacare. Back before the DNC had moved in, surrounded the wagons and was questioning everything Trump related, a couple of them really broke out a number cruncher and acknowledged what a monster disappointment socialized medicine would be. In the event that you don't trust me, simply tune in to Slick Willie reveal to you what he pondered the possibility of the UN Affordable Care Act back before the DNC got everyone in bold step. Try not to misconstrue, we're not all of a sudden telling you to accept what the Clintons have to state, yet in the event that one of them chances upon a right scientific condition, it may, in any case, be worth investigating. In the case of nothing else, I trust this demonstrates exactly how much the left will change its story relying upon the general plan that they need to push. This person is campaigning for his wife, who was Obama's Secretary of State and a hopeful that later guaranteed to help the Affordable Care Act regardless. This is not just confirmation positive of the unscrupulous idea of the liberals, yet in addition, proof that they need to prepare themselves to not move down the sensible Republican strategies. I don't know who composed the first Clinton's discourse, yet they likely just composed what appeared well and good in the unique circumstance. It must be unfathomably hard to stay aware of what the left is advancing and what the lie of the week is. Similarly, as with any government official, or individual, truly, we would urge you to tune in and take their words as long as those words hold up in the structure of true rationale and reason and fit inside the limits of our national law. For this situation, the useful tidbits are originating from an exceptionally astounding source, however, as is commonly said where I come from, even a blind hog roots an acorn every once in a while. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. Yes, I'm right. 3. Gowdy just wiped the floor with a pro-illegal U.S. immigration official on live TV, well deserved. There are incalculable individuals who view themselves as warriors in the battle against illegal immigration. Some even mask themselves as immigration authorities. That is precisely what's happening here. This liberal U.S. immigration official is contending that the 12 million illicit immigrants ought to have an unmistakable way to citizenship in this nation. Rep. Gowdy shuts her down right away and expertly. This is awesome. The issue with the left is that they believe that each unlawful immigrant is endeavoring to get away from the poverty of Mexico. That is not valid by any means. Illicit movement costs the United States many billions of dollars each and every year. It brings drug trafficking and wrongdoing. To state that ever illicit in the U.S. is here for a big-hearted reason is unadulterated obliviousness. This is the thing that Gowdy is endeavoring to traverse here. You can't protuberance every single illicit migrant into one classification, it simply doesn't work that way. It's not reasonable for a huge number of Hispanics that held up, experienced the procedure the right way, and got their citizenship the way it ought to be finished. Each illicit worker that comes in is a slap in the face to the individuals who really need to be here. The left will never reveal to you that part. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. HTS I'm Gowdy just ripped and gun-hating liberal to pieces on live TV, you'll cheer. One of our most loved individuals, demonstrating, point of fact, that America needs leaders, not legislators, is South Carolina Representative Trey Gowdy. Not exclusively does Gowdy maintain the rights of the natives as directed by the Constitution, yet he conveys knockout punches to anybody sufficiently unfortunate to be in the last place anyone would want to be at the season of addressing. Nobody does it, and in addition him, and we're all the more cheerful for it. Whenever Obama and Hillary went up against the reason for confining the rights of individuals due to a no-fly list, a couple of things emerged. Without a doubt, nobody needs terrorists getting guns, yet an administration-run watch list, as directed by liberals, would have no legitimate or handy approach to get off said list, which implies that it was unlawful. In a hearing, Gowdy totally decimates an authority being addressed about the unlawful practice and leaves her completely astounded. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. HTS I'm Bold move. Neil Gorsuch just slapped down in nation's public schools, this is epic. At the point when then Republican candidate Donald Trump talked the country over at endless arouses of how vital it was for a Republican to win the presidential nomination, so a conservative Supreme Court justice could be nominated to save the court's balance of power, little did the left acknowledge exactly how imperative that one single issue is for conventional conservatives. Furthermore, paying little mind to what the left toss in their endeavor to slander the Trump candidacy, conservatives understood that our republic was in question, and whatever distinctions we had with each other without a balanced Supreme Court, that esteems our Constitution as composed by our founding fathers, America would be damned. Also exactly how close we came was clear in the current Supreme Court decision passed on just as of late when interestingly the full board of 9 judges met up to settle on the destiny of Islam being taught in our public school system. The show being played out and secret and far from people in general, was no uncertainty a reaffirmation of America's standards as characterized inside our founding documents, that radical and unsafe teachings, for example, Sharia law or any belief system that repudiates essential human rights, won't be a piece of America's educational programs inside our public schools. The 5-4 administering outlined exactly how imperative the race of President Trump was and his pick of Judge Neil Gorsuch to the Supreme Court. Judge Gorsuch wrote, "The government certainly has no business involved in religion, but this is not a government issue or a religious issue. This is about the judicial branch interpreting the laws as they apply to the teaching of religion. We should teach all religions in this country besides the standard Judeo-Christianity, as our founders wanted, and we certainly should not fill the children with lies about Islam being a religion of peace when they see the carnage on the news almost every day." Amusingly, Supreme Court Justice Gorsuch make the tie-breaking choice that chose the main piece of Islamic history, is the true historical account of radical Islam and the genuine lessons of Sharia law upon a common society. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. HTUS Hair. One rhino just stabbed President Trump in back. It's not who you think, not Ryan, not McCain but Congressperson Joni Ernst, in breaking from Trump's new transgender policy for the military, asserts that as long as principles are met, she trusts transgenders ought to be permitted to serve. In any case, which gauges would we say we are discussing, Senator? Via Quad City Times, U.S. Senator Joni Ernst, Iowa, voiced her opposition Wednesday to President Donald Trump's announcement that transgender individuals will not be allowed to serve in the military. Ernst's office said the senator was thinking Americans who are qualified and can meet the standards to serve in the military should be given the opportunity. Ernst, who is a veteran, does not think taxpayers should pay for gender reassignment surgery, her office said in an email, but added that what is most important is making sure that service members can meet the physical training standards, and the willingness to defend our freedoms and way of life. Wednesday, Dick Durbin, DL, issued a statement saying the president's announcement comes on anniversary of President Harry Truman signing an executive order to desegregate the military. Instead of honoring the progress we made on this historic day, the president chose to put our military, once again, in the midst of a discriminatory policy, he said. How about we not mince words, Senator? You know, and I realize that this entire transgender business is a huge politically remedy social analysis intended to do a certain something, obscure the lines amongst male and female, to demonstrate a point that there is no contrast between the genders. It's silly. It's dumb. But then, here we are, in the 21st century, as yet debating whether men will be men and ladies are ladies. Damn the science and human life structures. Military availability is not tied in with something besides lethality. It's about regardless of whether somebody can go to war and viable protect themselves, their unit, their kindred warrior, or their nation. This business of being touchy to a man's sex dysphoria is idiotic, without a doubt. At the point when a nuclear strike takes out most, if not all, of Los Angeles, our Secretary of Defense and the leaders in our military won't be talking about the organization of transgenders, asking your pardon, ma'am. They will be making an equivocal move to secure whatever remains of the country. P.S. Representative Durbin. Decent attempt, however, unfair strategies to exclude the admonition of regardless of whether our military should make conclusions on the contrasts between a man and a lady. Our military shouldn't be in the matter of progressive legislative issues. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. H. T. Quad City Times.